year promises to be an epic event.
Absolutely.
Guys, it always is. I mean, the privilege of playing in this game means so much to every one of these players. I mean, being on this huge stage brings out the best in the NBA's biggest superstars.
Now a look at the West All-Stars starting lineup. They've got Nikola Jokic. Tatum out there with Anthony Davis. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Curry in at the point.
I love this event so much because it combines the world-class ability of these players with the freedom of the playground.
Yep, it's the greatest and certainly the most fun pickup game these players will ever play in.
And this has become one of the must-see events of the year, which is obvious by all the star power in attendance here tonight.
Well, certainly the Hollywood crowd is on hand, the biggest names from the sports world, music stars. Everybody wants to be a part of All-Star Week.
Giannis, no good. And it's Davis with the ball for the West All-Stars. Tatum passes to Doncic. There's the triple. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
And he's been a gem this year. I mean, there have been so many highlights for him all over the first half of this season.
And I've got a feeling, Greg, he's just getting warmed up. I think he'll be even better after the All-Star break. That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
One shot.
And that one misses.
Word has it that LeBron spends over $1 million keeping his body in shape. I think that's a big reason why he's been able to enjoy such a long career, making that kind of investment into the tool of his trade.
And here is LeBron after Luka Doncic hitting the three. And LeBron throws it down.
Fighting through contact. Not easy trying to corral LeBron when he's focused on scoring. Good luck with that.
LeBron's gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, Kevin, Steve Kerr gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. He was looking over the lineups and he said, I've never seen such even matchups all my life. The talent on both sides is just insane. I asked him if he had a game plan for tonight, and he told me, I thought about it, have some ideas, but that's not what this is about. It's a showcase for the best of the best, guys.
Thanks, David. And James throws it down hard.
You know, we always get some great dunks in this game, and I think we can add that to the list.
Check out the reaction. Listen to that. I mean, that slam was a raise the roofer.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. And there's the call on James. That is his first foul of the game. The West All-Stars making a switch here. Morant's checked in. There's 1:40 left to play here in the first. And there's the bucket from Tatum.
I know we never see a lot of defense in these games, but tonight we're not seeing any.
Simply call it a free-for-all. I mean, you want the guys to have fun out there, but it would be nice to see some effort put into the defensive end of the court.
And typically a lot of shots go unchallenged in this game every year, especially early on, and that one no exception.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the West All-Star. Jokic with it. He's picked up by James. Tatum dishes to Doncic. From deep three-point range, Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Here's Morant. Doncic outside. Back to Morant. Davis finds Morant. Here's Tatum. And no good that time. And the East now will go the other way with it. Trying to get open is Davis. And that one's good. James.
Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
Now here's James following the miss by Jokic.
And such a physical player inside. LeBron doesn't fear contact on the way up.
The East All-Stars shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. And the first one drops. Leonard, he's checked in for Davis. And James drills them both. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Here's Jokic. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic.
When you play with Luka now, Doncic, he's ready to find you if you're open, so you've got to be ready to receive.
Durant kicks to Antetokounmpo. And then jammed down as he goes right over Jokic.
And when the Greek freak takes flight, I mean, he's looking to tear that rim apart. So ferocious in his throwdown.
Second team foul.
West All-Stars shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Luka Doncic is a do-it-all player. I mean, he does everything for this team, including being a walking triple-double threat on a game-by-game basis.
All free throws good from Doncic.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And even though, you know, you're thinking maybe we don't need the replay in a situation like this, still plenty of time left in this game, and really it's about getting the call right.
Yeah, and the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing up the footage for the officials on the floor. The new process is making for quicker turnarounds, I think.
And they're keeping the call as is. It was close, but he had not released it before the clock had expired.
Yeah, still better safe than sorry. I think they did the right thing to take another look at it. And if it's so close that you can't tell by the naked.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the East. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back for the second quarter of the main event of All-Star Weekend.
And you can see these players now starting to get into a rhythm. Should see a lot better flow to the game here in the second quarter.
That's usually the case. I mean, it takes some time to gel with your teammates at the All-Star game.
We've got Harden. Durant is out there with LeBron James. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Lillard in a point guard. So that's the 5 in the game for the East All-Stars.
Not a lot in the way of defense here tonight, but, you know, that's about the norm.
Yep. This game is always going to be about offense, about entertaining these fans as much as possible.
A little light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight, and that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
And Antetokounmpo with the jam.
You can tell that Giannis takes pride in his activity level, the way he plays, his intensity level. When you see the result of that activity on second chance buckets like this.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
Anthony Davis, he's checked in for the West.
And, you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars. Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game.
It's a hand on it. Davis on the follow.
Well, Davis, one of the hardest working and best rebounders in the NBA, showing you great effort that time.
Here's LeBron. The West grabs the miss.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Curry gets the bucket.
Their guards have carried the offensive load. But the way they've performed, they've got the green light to shoot whenever there's an opening.
2 minutes.
Tatum against Antetokounmpo. Doncic with the steal. And here's the fast break. Davis leading the way.
You know, this is really the challenge of trying to defend Davis, because not only is he tall and smart, but he's gotten stronger in his time in the league. And he typically blows through contact and draws fouls.
West All-Stars shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. The first one falls.
When you talk about two-way impact on the game, AD might be the top guy in the league. I mean, when he's healthy, he's a menace on defense with that length and timing, and offensively, he can carry a team.
Josh Giddey's checked in for the West. And both free throws good for Davis.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Lillard, good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Lillard's got his first points in this one.
Really doesn't matter what position LeBron is playing. The point, the 4 or the 5, James changes games with his passing ability.
And stolen by Lillard. Here's Harden. And Harden with the step.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Outside Curry. Pass to Tatum. Back to Curry. Shoots over Lillard. And the basket by Curry. Curry's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Curry's release is so quick. As a defender, you can't afford to give him any space. You can't lay off at all.
And how about all these dunks? I mean, this game's been a complete crowd pleaser, no doubt.
I know, I'm loving it. These players are really strutting their stuff tonight. Showtime!
Outside Curry. Giannis grabs the miss. Here's KD. And he banks in the layup. And it's a 3-point East All-Star lead.
Looking strong to the finish when Durant locks in on scoring. Nobody's stopping.
46 seconds left in the first half. The pass to Giddey. Some nice passing here by the West. And it's Jokic missing.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
And it's Durant, that time on the assist by Antetokounmpo. Durant's got the lead up to 5 now for the East All-Stars. 26 seconds left here in the second. Here's Davis, and finished off by Davis.
Hey, defenders already have a lot to worry about with Tatum scoring. And he's making passes like that, too. Watch out.
James, the pass to Lillard. Back to James. And then jammed down as he goes right over Jokic.
And his handle might be an underrated part of James's game. Totally throwing off the defender with that move.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. East All-Stars ahead as they end the second quarter on a And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
An amazing first half of basketball. And it looks like we've got a game on our hands that will cap off this great weekend in style. The East and West both giving the fans everything they could have hoped for. This is shaping up to be an all-star classic.
This has really been fun, Ernie. Appreciate you very much. I love how these teams are going at it. Nice to see such a competitive game.
This game is important to these guys. They know the world is watching, and they...
And now with the second half about to get underway.
Get ready for your East All-Star Dance Pack.
1 half remaining in the NBA All-Star Game. Good to have you along on 2K Sports.
Yeah, and I'm looking for the temperature to start to rise here a little bit in the second half.
Yeah, I'm exactly with you there. I think we'll see a little less showmanship and a little more intensity from here on out.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. We've got Tatum, Doncic out there with Curry, and it's Nikola Jokic, and it's Davis at the power forward. And James throws it down hard.
And I'd have to say the decibel level just rose about 300% in here.
Certainly sounds like it. I mean, there's nothing these fans love to see more than highlight reel dunks, and that one certainly qualifies.
That's tipped and stolen by James. And he drops in the layup off the glass. James has got 4 points this quarter.
Well, he's definitely got a shoot-first mindset right now, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does, and that's not always endearing to your teammates, if you ask me. I mean, this is a game where everybody wants a piece of that spotlight. It shouldn't just be about him. Boy, Jokic always in sync with his teammates, which is part of why he's able to put together these highlight reel sequences.
Davis, the pass to Jokic. Now the feed to Tatum. Dishes it to Davis. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. KD on the wing. Here's LeBron. It doesn't go for him. Good defense by Jokic. The West trails by 5. Davis finds Doncic. Outside Curry. A 3-ball. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Curry with the steal. Knocked loose, and it goes out of bounds.
Western All-Stars.
Last touch by Antetokounmpo. And some changes here for the West All-Stars. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Jokic. Leonard comes in for Tatum. And it's John Morant in for Stephen Curry. And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
And that's out of bounds. The East All-Stars will keep it. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game. The West All-Stars making a switch here. Adebayo's checked in. Lillard against Morant. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Pocket 6. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And the ball handling of Antetokounmpo, my goodness, really unreal. For a guy his size, his dribbling is ridiculous.
Ball's knocked loose. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the West. 4-point game. Outside Leonard.
Yeah, I don't want to dismiss the defensive chops of Antetokounmpo. I mean, he is so good at handling himself on the defensive end, whether he's guarding his own guy or in position to help his teammates.
James, the pass to Giannis. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Doncic outside. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That is his first foul of the game. Josh Giddey's checked in for Doncic.
Substitution on the court.
.52 seconds left in the third. Passes it to Giddey. Outside Leonard. Plenty of space. Good on the shot.
That may not be his first choice, but Kawhi's not going to pass it up if it's there for him. Good decision to take the quick jumper off the catch.
Harden, that's good.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
The West trails by 7. Pass to Giddey. Morant wishes to Towns. And the rejection by James. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Loads it up for Adebayo. Stolen by Harden. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up. And then Durant with the dunk.
You know, this is why you run the offense through Damian Lillard. I mean, sure, he's going to get his, but he's also going to make sure others get theirs, too.
Feeds it to Towns. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
And so it's the East All-Star, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
And we welcome you back. The biggest stars of the league are putting on a show here at the All-Star Game.
And we're seeing some world-class basketball being played here tonight.
That's exactly what you'd expect coming from the absolute greatest players on the planet.
We've got Damian Lillard. LeBron James is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden, and it's Antetokounmpo in at the 3. That's the 5 out there for the East All-Stars. Outside Tatum. And it's off from 3-point range.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Durant, the pass to James. 6 on the shot clock. Over Jokic. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Outside Garland. There's the 3. East grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Over in the corner, Lillard. It's stolen by Davis. Pass to Jokic. Outside Garland. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Garland's got his first 3 points of the game.
Elite at moving the ball. Jokic is one of the best passers in the league, regardless of position. No doubt he's the best 5-man passer for sure.
And James gets it to go. LeBron's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
And when he takes it inside, the points are going to come, whether like that possession or just getting to the line.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the East All-Stars.
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
And I love the way they've been attacking the basket. I mean, they've looked to penetrate every opportunity they've had. They've done a nice job doing that.
So the first one drops, and that narrows the gap to 7.
The potential that Tatum still possesses to get better is quite scary. I mean, this guy has done an awful lot in a very short time. He's a versatile forward with tremendous skills and a work ethic to match.
And so Tatum nails them both.
Well, that time he made the most of that trip to the line and cuts the deficit.
Harden the pass to LeBron. It's hauled in by Jokic. Jokic just got his 4th rebound in this one.
LeBron James, 3rd personal foul, 2nd team foul. LeBron James taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that brings them within 5.
You know, what makes Jokic truly exceptional in my mind is the breadth and depth of his versatility. You know, he's a really good passer, maybe the greatest passing big guy we've seen in a long time. And that, to me, is a tremendous distinction, not to mention how he scores and does the other stuff he does out there.
Giannis passes to LeBron. Uses the glass to finish the layup. LeBron's got 12 points in just the second half.
This game, another feather in LeBron's cap, and by now he's got a lot of feathers in a lot of caps. What a night.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And trying to extend this lead, no better way than playing north and south, getting after it.
And LeBron throws it down hard.
Well, this night is all about the entertainment value in terms of that dunk. Definitely entertaining.
Yep, and he's hearing it from the crowd. I mean, it's going to be really hard to top that one.
You know, we have to see that great Mobile One drive one more time.
He's been a huge factor in this game, and drives like that show how valuable he is on the floor.
Great communication on the alley-oop. And it's an 8-point East All-Star lead.
Setting the table for his teammates, James. Enjoys sharing and passing the ball and getting others involved, I think, more than any other aspect of his game.
And there's the pass to Curry. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the East All-Stars. And that one's good out of the Kumbo.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, LeBron James.
And you know what? This has been his game from the start. I mean, he's found ways to impact at both ends. And he's been relentless at attacking the opposition all night long, keeping constant pressure on the opponent.
And the tradition and honor of just being invited to play here, let alone receiving honors of All-Star Game MVP. Just tremendous. In fact, one could argue we had a couple great candidates here, but he deserved it. Now Adebayo. Outside Leonard. Launches a 3, trains the three-pointer.
And, you know, the improvement we've seen over the years from Leonard has been incredible, especially his three-point shooting.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Leonard with the steal.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, I agree with you. Chalk it up, W in the bag.
Good job getting the ball and completing that play.
Boy, there's not much defense available once a steal is made. That's the best time to attack on the break.
So the West ends up going with the new group. And he commits the intentional foul.
Nikola Jokic at the line for two.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 7-point game.
Sensing an opportunity here to increase the lead and capitalizing on it.
Timeout called here by the East. They're going to talk it over. They trail by 7. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
You know what? I'm sure crazier things have happened, or maybe not. It's a long shot, though.
15 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And they go to the intentional foul.
2 shots.
It's the first, and that increases their lead to 6.
A multiple-time MVP. You know, what's really scary is that Giannis feels like he can keep getting better, and more importantly, he does the work to get better.
And Tatum puts up a deep 3. Giannis grabs the miss. So the East All-Stars win it.
And guys, while the result and the bragging rights go to the East, this was truly a night that belonged to the fans. I mean, it was another great showcase of the world-class talent across the NBA.
It seems to get better and better every year, doesn't it, Greg? Huh? So fun to watch. It was certainly a fun evening. We thank all of you for joining us and watching with us. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll see you again next time.